Hello children, today I welcome you all in my computer class, and today we are going to see the chapter which is Fundamentals of Computer. This is the first chapter in Standard 4. So in this chapter children, we will be covering various topics like what is computer, then what is IPO cycle, then what are the physical components of the computer. So let us begin here. So the first is what is computer? So a computer is a machine or a device that performs, processes, calculations and operations based on the instructions provided by a software or the hardware program. So if someone asks you what is a computer, so you say that computer is an electronic machine. Yes, it is an electronic machine, but how it is helpful to us? It is helpful to us in many ways. It performs, it processes, calculations, it does all the operations on the basis of the instructions which we are giving to the computer. So next is, this is the diagram of our computer system, where you can see that various physical components of the computer are there, like mouse, keyboard, then screen, it is a monitor, then this is the CPU, which is also known as a system unit, then speakers are there, microphone are there. So this is whole computer system diagram. Now next, again they are defining what is a computer in a simple language. So a computer is a group of electronic devices used to process the data. It can be thought of a combination of a hardware and software which transforms some data into the information. Data means roughly we have some data, and when it is converted into useful data, then it is called as information. So data refers to the unprocessed raw data, and information refers to the processed data that is meaningful, which I just explained now. So next we will see the functioning of the IPO cycle. So what is IPO cycle children? The full form of IPO is input processing output cycle. So a computer takes an input, it carries out a process upon it and then produces the output. So here as you can see, input, input, then processes, then output, then again input, process, output, and in between there is a storage box. So this is how the functioning of the computer takes place. It is based on the IPO cycle. One simple example of IPO cycle, I am telling you about the ATM machine. What happens in ATM machine? In ATM machine, when we are going there, we are inserting our ATM card inside that ATM machine, and that is the input for the ATM machine. Then after some time you hear some sound that the machine makes. So it means that is processing our money. It has taken the instruction from us and then it is processing, and just after a few seconds you get the money from the ATM, which is the output. So ATM machine also works on the IPO cycle. In the same way, this microwave oven, washing machine, if you are making a tea or a calculator, everywhere IPO cycles are applied, and these are the real life examples of the IPO cycle. In the same way, it is applied in our computer system. Let me explain you one more example, which is washing machine. What happens in washing machine? What is the input for the washing machine? So the dirty clothes which we are putting in the washing machine, that is the input for the washing machine, and then we put some detergent powder in it and we turn on the switch. So as soon as we turn on the switch, the machine starts rotating, means it starts functioning or it starts processing, and after some time, means after say half an hour, the clothes are washed and you will get the clean clothes from the washing machine. So this is how washing machine also works. Here also IPO cycles apply. So these are the real life examples of IPO cycle. In the same way, IPO cycle is also applied in our computer, which I just explained. Like input we are giving with the keyboard or the mouse, and then processing takes place with CPU. CPU process all the data, whatever information we are giving, and then we get the output on our monitor or in the printer. So this is how the IPO cycle applies to computer system. So here also you can see in the form of diagram the functioning of a computer IPO cycle. So what is happening, you can see all these are the input devices like mic. Right now I'm using my mic for inputting my voice. So this is also one of the input device. Then mouse, then keyboard, then camera. All these are the input devices. Then CPU. CPU does all the processing for our data. So it does all the processing, and the output where you are getting, you can get the output on the monitor or in the speakers or in the form from the printer. So this is how the input process cycle applies in the computer system. And one side you can see all these type of the storage devices like hard disk is there, memory card reader, then pen drive. Here you can see RAM and ROM, these are the memories. So these are the storage devices which are present inside the CPU box. Now comes to the parts of computer, which is hardware and software. So the computer system is divided mainly into two parts. The first one is the hardware and the second one is the software. Again, the software is divided into application software and the system software. So first of all, let us begin with the hardware. So what is hardware? In simple words, we can say the parts of the computer which you can see and which you can touch. So all those parts of the computer which you can see from your eyes and you can touch, they are termed as hardware. So the definition of the hardware is computer hardware is a collection of the physical parts of the computer system. So here are the examples of the hardware. So you have seen mouse, monitor, keyboard, CPU, light pen, speaker, scanner, then printer, microphone, plotter, RAM, CD, DVD, hard disk, pen drive. So all these are the different types of hardware of the computer system. Like in our human body, we have so many parts in our human body like our hand, eyes, then nose, ears. So all these are the parts of our human body. In the same way, computer has its own parts like it is shown over here, mouse, monitor, keyboard. Like we can touch our parts of the body, in the same way we can touch these hardware components also. We can see also and we can touch these components. So these are the hardware of a computer system. Now what is software? Software means which we can see but cannot touch. Like right now I am showing this PowerPoint presentation to you all. So I can see the things over here. But like if I go to if for example I have pasted the picture of mouse over here. So can I touch that mouse? No, because that is inside this PowerPoint presentation. It is a software going on. So these softwares only I can see but I cannot touch. Like for example, if you have made any beautiful drawing, okay, you made the drawing of a house and then backside clouds are there, then pond is there, inside that fish is there. So can you take out that fish from the pond? No, because that is the drawing and it is in the form of software in your computer which you have drawn in MS Paint. MS Paint is a software. So software means which you can see and cannot touch. So the definition of the software, standard definition is, means it is a program which is installed on a computer for a specific purpose. Like MS Paint is a software which is only for making drawing or painting, or for example Windows Media Player is a software which is only for listening songs. So same way, software is a program which is installed in our computer for some specific purpose. Now next, these are so many examples of the software. Then Microsoft Windows operating system. It is also one of the software, the operating system which is installed in our computer. Then Adobe Acrobat Professional means all the PDF files you create in this Adobe only. Then Google Chrome, it is a web browser. Then Microsoft Internet Explorer, this is also the web browser which help us to connect to the internet. Then Microsoft Office, where you have work in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, all these comes in the package of the Microsoft Office. Then Microsoft Windows Media Player, which I was just discussing with you all, that in this Microsoft Windows Media Player you can listen to the songs. So this, or you can watch movies also. So all these are comes under the category of the software. So children, till now we have learned what is definition of computer, then what is IPO cycle, then what is a hardware, what is a software. Now let us move further. Types of software. So there are mainly two types of software. First is the application software and second one is the system software. So application software is a program or the group of programs designed for end users for specific purpose. System software, what is a system software? It is a type of computer system that is designed to run a computer hardware and application program. So let us see in detail what is a application software. What happens? Application software, they are saying that it is designed for the end users for specific purpose. Like I explained you before, that if you want to make a drawing, you use MS Paint. Can you listen to the songs in MS Paint? No. If you want to listen to the song, you will use another software which is Windows Media Player. So they are application software are the system programs which are designed for some specific purpose. For example, if you want to play chess, so you can play chess with the chess software, but can you play Ludo with it? No, because for Ludo there is another software. So these are the examples of the application software. And what is system software? They are designed to run the computer's hardware and the application programs. Means these are those software which connects all the computer hardware with the software. So the very best example of the system software, as you can see in my next slide, operating system, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, then Android operating system in mobile phone. So all the operating system of the computer falls under the category of the system software, because the operating system is actually the main system of the computer which is giving instruction to both the hardware and the software, that how they have to work. Without operating system, our computer has nothing to do. Means if there is no operating system, we can't work on our computer or the laptop. So the computer system is the main system software of our computer. And on the another side, you can see application software. Its examples are MS Paint, MS Word, then Tux Paint, then Windows Media Player, games, etc. So all these are the examples of the application software. So till here we have learned what is the system software, what is the application software, and also we have seen its examples. Now let's move to the classification of the hardware devices. So they are divided into four categories: input devices, output devices, then processing devices, and the fourth one is the storage devices. So let us see one by one the classification of the hardware devices or the classification of the physical components of the computer system. Components of hardware. So again they have drawn with the flow chart that first is the components of hardware, then you can see input devices, output devices, processing devices and storage devices. Next, what is input devices? So input devices enable user to enter information and command into the computer. Like I told you before that with the help of the keyboard or the mouse you can give input to the computer. So they are the input devices. Here you can see some examples of the input devices: keyboard, mouse, then joystick, scanner, touchpad, light pen, then barcode readers, voice input system. All these are the examples of the input devices. So now one by one we will see all these input devices in detail. Here also you can see the pictures of this is a joystick, here is a mouse, and this is a keyboard. So what are the output devices? Output devices is any device used to send data from the computer to the another device or the user. That is the output devices. Next are the examples of the output devices. So the examples of the output devices are monitors, projector, speakers, headphones and printer. These are the examples of the output devices. Now here also you can see some of the examples of the output devices: monitor, then printer, speakers and plotters. These are some examples of output devices. Then processing devices. Processing devices are those devices that process the data as per the instructions sent by the input devices and then sends the result to the output devices. So these are the processing devices. So all these comes under the category of the processing devices. First one is the central processing unit, second is the computer motherboard, then network cards, then graphics processing unit, then sound cards. All comes under the category of the processing devices. Now next, storage devices. So what are the storage devices? They are the devices which store data in its memory. Examples of the storage devices you can see over here: the CD, DVD, then hard disk, then pen drive. All these comes under the category of the storage devices. So children, here we have learned the classification of the hardware devices into four categories, which is the input devices, then output devices, then processing devices, and the last one was the storage devices. So thank you children for your patience and for listening my video. Again here you can see the difference between the hardware and the software.